We're here on Saturday morning, June 8th for our Saturday morning clinic. We got 5 boats out with very, very light air. So the trick today is going to be to understand how to sail the boat in very light breezes. That means weight down low, keep the boat heeled artificially, drive the boat hard, and don't try to point too much.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that was our start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 seconds before the first boat broke the starting line. So a good rule there is stay on the line in light air and start right on time. A boat that started on time today would have been 16 seconds ahead already. Let's follow these people around and see what their form looks like. Okay, we're taking our first boat and giving them a look. You can see right now that this boat, the top of the main is all curled in. So for a light air day, he's got way too much main on. That shuts the flow off from the top of your sail and really slows this boat down. So he needs to let that main out just a little bit so that the top batten is parallel with the boom and he'll go a lot faster. Okay, we picked our next boat to follow here. And look at the difference in the top of the leech of his main. You can see it's open. So it's not a huge adjustment, but it's a big deal. He's got better flow over the sail, over the top of his sail. So in light air day, he's gonna go faster. Been watching Bill for a few minutes here, and what I noticed was his jib was luffing more than it should. You can go up and push those telltales high on a windy day, but in light air, you've got to keep that jib full. You got to keep your telltales happy. You got to keep the boat moving. Else you slow down. To try and point really high on light air is just a kiss of death in this boat. You really got to just watch your jib close, keep your telltales happy, and keep the boat moving on a light air day like this. Okay, I'm hoping you can see this on the video. His jib is constantly luffing just a little bit in front. Telltale on the top is stalling a little bit. So he's got to fix that or else he's going to go slow. You can't point in this kind of breeze. So you've got to head down just a little bit and see if that fixes his telltale problem, and then probably ease that jib out a little bit or trim it in to get the telltale happy and keeps the front of the telltales happy. Okay, here's our first boat around the mark. Gonna watch him head down now. He didn't have his spinnaker up, or his spinnaker pole ready. It's gonna take him a while. They haven't let their jib out yet. You want to keep that jib on to head the boat down, but then you want to get it out. He's hoisting the spinnaker right away, which is good. The guy at the pole's new, so he doesn't know what to do. So he's not ready yet, but Brian's pretty good, so he's gonna try and get it up and flying, and then we'll worry about the pole later. Okay, let's take a look. Second boat around. Eileen in 5220, she's looking pretty good. I like the way the boat's heeling. She's got crew weight down. The jib and the main look beautiful. No pole ready. She's gonna head down. Now she didn't let her main out when she headed down, so watch how that boat just slowed down and stopped. If you let your main out as you head down, the boat accelerates around the mark rather than stopping like it is right now. And that movement's gonna make it a lot easier to set your spinnaker up. Okay, she's got a reasonably new crew on the boat with her today, so she's struggling a little bit into the pole up. So that guy just can't just pull that spinnaker back hard and leave it, they got to trim it. But she's going to switch positions because she knows better what to do. She'll try and get the pole up and get that spinnaker flying. She's giving him direction on which way to sail so she can make it easy. Hooking the spinnaker pole in. Here comes the boats behind her. They're rounding pretty close. It's Bionic and Mad Dog. Now see how Mad Dog let his sail out? I think he let it out a little too early. Didn't help himself turn down. You gotta do it as equally as you're turning. It just makes the boat accelerate. In this light air, all that matters. Back up a little bit, Sheila. Now Bill headed further down than them and let his main out, I think, at a better rate. So already he's got an overlap on him when he was behind. Now if he can get that spinnaker flying, he got a chance to overtake them. Look at that, nice job. That's the best spinnaker set we've seen so far today. Now with a little luck, he's gonna get inside these guys and pass them. He's looking really, really good right now. There you go. I was just gonna say I saw the spinnaker sitting on the forestay and that's a little bad. They fixed it right away. They were right on top of it. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Okay, here comes Obi. He's got brand new crew on the boat today. He's training the guy. The guy's supposed to be pretty good, but I don't think he's had any time on a Flying Scot. So their main goal today out here is get this guy ready for tomorrow's race. Let's see how they're looking. Had plenty of time to put that pole up, so they're late at getting going. Actually, I would have done that ahead of time, especially in this light air. There's no reason to worry about meat on the rail or anything. Okay, again, new guy, so we give him a little bit of slack here. Pole's up. Somebody's got to do the hoisting here. Obi, that should be you. Get her up there. There you go. So it was me. I'd have been hoisting as soon as that boat got headed down. Now you got to bring the spinnaker back to the pole, push the pole forward. There you go. That was a pretty good set, second best one of the day. So they got started a little late, but that looks really, really good. A little trim and it's good to go. We'll go down and see what the finish looks like. Here's Brian at the finish. Did a great job downwind. Got a big lead on the fleet. Nice job, Brian. And here comes Mad Dog and Bionic. Bionic was accelerating better than him back at the mark, but somehow lost out. It looks to me like their spinnaker is strapped, if I had to guess. You look at the nice round bottom on the first boat. I took a look how flat the one is in the second boat. So that's one of the reasons why he's going a little slower. Here comes Eileen over here. Well, Bill didn't take his jib down either. I think that's important in this light air. Now look at Eileen now. She's got a nice set on her spinnaker. Jib is down and for this light air, and she's trucking. She's moving down here at a really, really good rate. Possibility she's going to catch Bill. She was behind at the weather mark quite a bit, but she's gained a lot of them on here because she had a decent set and she's got really, really good trim. Let's get right in with the line so we can see what's going on. Gonna be real close between these two boats. Ellie right now is going faster than Bill. Okay, so Mad Dog got second. Here comes our real race right here between Bill and Eileen. It's gonna be close. Perfect. Close, close, close. I think Eileen's gonna get him.
There, America.
Eileen got him. It's a little bit better spinnaker trim, made the difference of the world there. Good job, you guys. Okay, here we are 30 seconds before the second start this Saturday morning. 5 boats out here, very light conditions. See how they do on the start again. Back up, please.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, the blue boat here was right on time on the line, but he had his sails luffing, and he still does. He's going to tack right away. All that, I would say, is not a good idea. You want to get that boat moving and get your acceleration going right away at the start so you get a bow ahead of everybody, then worry about tacking and making your adjustments. You really want to get on the line and be going fast and moving when that gun goes off. He was close to the line, which is good. Just didn't have any speed. You're going to see now Bionic here is still just now crossing the line, so he's getting up a whole lot in this race already. I would have to look back to see where he was in the start, but obviously he wasn't in the right place. Okay, that's a testament to this hull number 75 here, that he won the last race and is the oldest boat in the fleet. All these boats here are relatively new, well-maintained, and privately owned boats, and he's got the only club boat out here, and he beat him last race. So it's a 50-year-old boat, so he's sailing very, very well. Probably 50 years plus. Okay, we got a whole group together over here. Let's see how that works out. Okay, Bionic decided, I decided to tack out of that mess. That was a smart move on his part. Those 3 boats together, we're going to go slow. Brian's going to cover him. Another smart move. He's got enough space between them. He should be able to sail in his groove and stay in between Obi and him. His jib is stalled out the minute. He's got to fix that or Obi's going to get him. Okay, here comes Eileen behind him. Now she's actually moving quite a bit faster than either one of those guys right now. So if she can hold that, she's going to actually get ahead of them. Look how fast she's going compared to these 2 guys. She's got her jib could come in a little bit, but not bad. Mainsail looks pretty good. It's not cupped on top. And she's just really moving fast. Nice job, Eileen. See how she got all the weight down, got the artificial helm going, artificial heel going, excuse me. Okay, now she's starting to foot off a little bit. So probably just a little bit in that jib and she could hold her lane with these guys. And she's lost her speed. So it just took a few seconds there for her to go from really fast and cranking on the fleet to slowing down and matching them. And look at Brian over there. Now he's sped up. You can see he's got speed going for him now. Here comes Obi crossing us now. He's just building speed out of attack. And I got Mad Dog going way over on the right by himself. To be over that far on a small course like this by yourself can be real lucky, and it can be the kiss of death. You don't want the whole fleet to get something you didn't get, and on light air days that can easily happen. Okay, they're attacking and coming back to the fleet. Let's see how they make out on that. The boat seems to be moving pretty smartly. You're going to see that the boat to the right here, the two in front of us, is pointing really nice, but he's just going slow. There, he just figured that out, let his main out a bit. That's going to help him a lot. Boat moving again. He was just too tight down on the main, and for this light air, it's just not forgiving. Look how much Mad Dog's made up on him because they trimmed their boats correctly. Look at Eileen over here now. I can see why she slowed down. Look at the top of her main, it's cupped in again. She could let that main out just a hair and drive her jib a little harder, and she'll get going fast again like she was at the beginning. Here comes the fleet as the weather mark. Eileen decided to go out, way out there by herself. Again, I don't think I'd sail that far away from the fleet. You're taking a big risk there. You can lose one person or all of them. Mad Dog has done a good job on this one. He tacked out there a little far, but came back consolidated, and now he's doing good. Look at Obi's speed back there. He's got something going on. He's in about the same breeze as these guys, but he's doubling their speed. He's got his trim just right. So going nicely. He's doing very, very well. Mad Dog's got a pretty good lead here. If Obi keeps up that speed, Mad Dog could be in trouble. Okay, we're coming to weather mark, see how things are going. Okay, Mad Dog would be the first one to round the mark. Did a nice job of coming upwind. See how they do it rounding? Okay, now see he's heading down. He should be letting that main out. Main's got to come out as you head down. See how far behind he is? That doesn't let the boat accelerate. They did keep their jib on, which was good. That gets the bow down without driving a lot. But Andy's driving way up. He's got to get that boat back downwind. Here comes the next two. Okay, oh, because of that burst of speed, climbed back into second. Eileen's right behind him. So she got lucky and didn't get hurt by going out there by herself. Carolina, who did so well in the last race, I think has a main over trimmed, and it looks like his jib is over trimmed now. And that's what it's costing him. This light air, it's just so tricky to keep your sails trimmed exactly right. Here's how they're coming around the mark. Brian's got brand new crew on the boat. Here they go heading down. I'd have let my main out further if it was me. Maybe just hung up on this light air. He hoisted right away, that's a good thing. His spinner guy's learning very quickly. He got the pull up nice there. They get that middle line on. Get it pushed out. Yeah, he's learning, so that's a little awkward. That should have been done already. There we go, not bad, they got it done. All right, we adjusted the line on purpose this time, so we were more downwind. In this light air, I don't advise sailing dead down like these guys are. I would head up a lot higher, go faster, and then jibe over. We'll see if anybody catches that, but that would be what I would do. Okay, I'm looking at Obi out there, over there. He's right in the middle of those three boats. He has gotten ahead of the pack. I believe he's gotten ahead of the pack because his sail's a little bit forward. He got a good set. Looks like he's going to jibe, which is needed. To execute this jibe right, they've gone from second to first. Gotta get that pole up, get the boat moving. Mad Dog's right there to take advantage if they screw up. Get a brand new guy on his boat for the spinnaker, so he's got to learn some things. Jibe's going quite a bit slower than it should. Well, we've done a reasonable job of keeping that spinnaker pulling a little bit. But the race is right here in this. If we can get that pole out, get it pushed forward, get the boat moving, he can still save his win here. Let's parallel these guys if we can. So a slow spinnaker set. Okay, so a slow spinnaker set allowed Mad Dog to get back into it here. That difference right there is just a difference in the spinnaker set, or in the jibe, I'm sorry, in the jibe. He had a slow jibe, and that cost him that much. They were ahead when they hit that jibe. But brand new guy in the boat, he's got to learn. So it looks like Mad Dog's got this one. Then I gone, with brand new crew in the boat. Now right behind him we got a battle going on here. We got Carolina and Air America. Carolina stole Air America's win. And if he plays this right, he's going to pass her. Now if I was him, I'd break away a little bit here once I got her slowed down and just go fast. Staying right there in that little corner is probably not the best thing to do. We'll see how this goes. Both of them look like they're sailing pretty much dead down, which is slow for this. But they're too close to the mark to jibe. So it's just going to be who can get the best boat speed. Carolina's coming on strong. Going to be close. Eileen got him by a hair. Good job, you guys. He had good speed, but he just couldn't quite get around her. Nice job. Okay, here's Bionic. They got several problems here. They got a lot of wind on the boat for this light air day. And he's got a new crew he's training. But they're doing all right. They got the spinnaker flying. They're heading for the finish. I noticed that the pole wasn't at the spinnaker. That's why I started looking at these guys. But for a new crew, they're working things out, and that's what Saturdays are for. Good job, you guys. Okay, here we are 30 seconds before our third and final start. Got a lot of boats right up here at this end. That's good. They're all being aggressive by getting on the line. See how it works for them. Eileen looks like she got it nailed. Looks like Bill's getting pushed out here at the start. Yep. He's getting pushed out. Up.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Eileen nailed that one. Bill got stuck barging here at the end. Andy came in and tried to force these guys up, which he can do. He didn't do a very good job getting out of his way, so there would have been some protests there. Bill's tacking away, which is a good move. But all this mess going on back here, Eileen is just gone. She's just going fast, sailed out there. She got tacked out across the fleet, keep her lead. That's a smart move. So that goes to show you, a good start away from people is worth its weight in gold. Good job, Eileen. Okay, let's check Bill out here. Okay, let's follow Bill for a minute.
Yep.
I'm looking at Bill, and I'm seeing that there's a lot of huge wrinkles in his mane. I don't know if he doesn't have his mane all the way up. That's what it looks like to me. So the mane can go up a little bit, get rid of some of those wrinkles. You want those wrinkles to be about 2/3 of the way up the mane, not all the way to the top. I think his mane's out just a touch far. He's got weight down, which is good. But you notice he's sitting in the back of the boat, so look at the stern just dragging in the water. So sitting down low is good, but you got to sit forward. It's uncomfortable, but it's fast. Let's go down and look at his jib. Let's go down below a little bit. Okay, the jib is all cupped in on top. See that, how the telltale stalled? So the jib is too tight on top. See how it's stalling. So you got to ease that jib out a little bit, bring the main in a little bit, move his weight forward, and I think he'd be going a whole lot faster. Here we're following Air America here. She's looking pretty good all the way around. I would be tempted to just try bringing that main in a hair and drive a little harder. She had a really good start. She got the boat moving pretty good. See how she's kind of pinching up there, pinching up. You don't want to do that. You got to keep the boat moving in this light air. See how the main is starting to luff there? So if the main's luffing, that means you probably can bring that main in a bit or drive the boat down. But right now she's just grinding to a halt there. She's getting too greedy. Got to get the boat, get the bow down and get the boat moving. That's her problem right now. Okay, we're here at the weather mark. You can see the sterns of these boats lining up with the mark. So in my opinion there, Eileen overstood by 2 or 3 boat lengths. And that's bad because she had the lead there and she just gave a bunch of that away. Now Brian over here took the left side of the course, the left side, which was a little bit of a risk, but I think he's going to get inside Eileen here and probably take the lead on this thing. And we got Obi who's coming in close. So Eileen had the best start, but she pinched for a while over there and slowed down. And she didn't stay with her fleet. These 2 guys came over here and separated from her and got something she didn't probably. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be a tight one. Obi's got room to tack inside. Nice job, Obi. You just gotta make sure he doesn't hit the mark. He slowed down a bunch in that tack. He's pulling it out just nicely. So these 3 boats are gonna be right on each other's heels. Now this is close enough where anybody could win this coming downwind. It's gonna be about the spinnaker set, the angle they point, and how well they trim their boats. We got new crew on each one of these boats. So this is gonna be all about how each skipper can compensate for the new crew on their boat and keep the boat moving. Saturday mornings are all about learning people learn how to do this. Okay, Obi's guys got spinnaker up and flying, good job. The red spinnaker's up and flying, good job. Eileen's right behind it, but see how that guy pulled that spinnaker down? You never want to do that. You gotta keep that foot up in the air. He got choke, 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 choke. He's new, doesn't know. So see how the spinnaker's just not flying because he pulled it really, really tight down to the boat. You want to have that spinnaker flying. Look how far away from the boat those are and how close this is. So Eileen is going to go up and do the spinnaker because she knows it better, which is a smart move on her part. But she shouldn't have had him tie that thing so tight while she was getting up there and doing it. Okay, she's got to get that spinnaker to the pole now quickly. Push the pole forward. Push the pole forward. And he's got to head down. He's way too high. You got to head down. She's got to give him a target to aim for while she's doing all that because he's heading her off the course. She's got an hourglass in her spinnaker, which means it wasn't put away right the last time. She sawed it back and forth trying to solve that problem. Usually the best way to do it is grab the bottom side, just pull down on it. Decided to head dead down for the mark. Getting a little frustrated here. All right, they just got to sort this out. This is tough. But the main thing here is just pull down on the edge of the tape, and the problem will come out. Just pull down. Not pulling down, you're doing a lot of flipping around. We're going to come back to them. We're not doing any good here. Okay, here we have the 2 boats vying for the finish here. Just want to come over and take a look at their mains and their pole angles. Brian's got his pole further back than Obi's. He's got more weight down. Obi should have both guys down and get the heel going. Brian looks better. And I think because he looks better, he's also going faster. Always pulled his pole back now. There it's finally filling. So if I was him, I'd get that crew guy down on the low side with him and they'd pick up some speed. Let's go to the finish and see how we do. Right now, unless Brian messes up, he's got really good spinnaker trim. I like the trim of his boat. I think he's going to win this. There's always room to lose it if you screw up on your trim or start going slow. Both look to be equal in speed, so unless something changes, Brian's got this one in hand. Again, oldest boat in the fleet, easily 30 years older than any other boat in the group here, probably 50 years older than most. And he beat all these well-maintained, well-oiled machines. Nice job, Brian. Obi's done a great job over their brand new crew. He came in second. Here's how they did compared to the rest of the fleet. Again, all of these guys today have brand new crew, so a lot of this, what you see, how far behind are because the crew have to figure out how to do all this stuff. Now Eileen, who had a very good lead up there, still has trouble with her spinnaker. She's still trying to...
One more or no?
So she's still trying to solve that problem. Meanwhile, Bill got his crew organized here. He's got the spinnaker, well, he had it flying until I started filming it. There they go. So a pretty good chance he's gonna pull this off just because they did a better job of getting the spinnaker flying and keeping it full. See how the spinnaker's out far away from the boat? He's looking really, really good there. Doesn't have enough heel in the boat as far as I'm concerned, but other than that, he's doing really, really good. So I think he's had a really good lead there and just messed it up because they had troubles with their spinnaker. And that's, again, with new crew out here, that's expected. Okay, good job. And here comes Eileen. She still never got the spinnaker sorted out, but they're going to finish. And here comes Mad Dog. I don't know what happened to them this time. That's pretty far back there. They didn't even fly a spinnaker, so they must have had some kind of a technical issue. That'll be it for today.